Hello everyone, Conscientious Reefer here, and in today's video I would just like to give you guys a little update about my reef tank. So yeah, let's get into it. So I first kind of want to start off with kind of the bad of the update, kind of the negative, and I don't know if you guys could tell, but there's a few less fish in the tank than there normally is. Got the little dart fish, and then I have the percula clowns. I am missing some fish. I don't know if you guys watched when I took down my frag tank that was right here. I had a strawberry dotty back in there, and I moved him over to this tank, and I'm like, okay, I know dotty backs can be a little aggressive, but he's the last fish going in. So my thought process was like, since he's the last fish going in, he's a new kid on the block, and he's gonna be a little more docile. But turns out I was wrong. I mean, kind of should have expected that, but I put him in for a couple weeks. He was fine, and then he started picking on. I had a little red firefish, and he started picking on that little dude. And you know how firefish and dartfish, these types of fish are very skittish, very impish, docile fish, and he just started getting bullied and bullied, and I just since it's only a 24-gallon tank, so I'm like, oh man, I don't want to watch this anymore. So I wanted to catch him, but I didn't want to fully go through with it because I know you guys have tried to catch a fish in a reef tank. It's hard to catch a fish within all the corals and rocks, and you don't want to disturb the rocks and stuff. And I disturbed the coral, but that's exactly what I did. I ended up taking out most of the rocks, and just laid a towel on the floor and just sat most of the rocks on the floor, and then I ended up catching the dotty back, took him back to the local fish shop, and then turned out I was too late though. I never saw that firefish again. He didn't jump out. I checked around the perimeter of the tank. I checked behind it. I did not see him jump. I think he just went under. I think I was just too late. Maybe if I was one day earlier, I could have saved him, but that is my fault. I did add that aggressive fish, so now that's down 2 fish, and I actually lost a third one. It's not confirmed yet, but I have a theory, that I lost him. I'm pretty sure I have a little Tangara goby, just a small little goby. I'll pop a picture up on screen what they look like. He was paired up with tiger pistol shrimp, and I haven't seen either of them in a couple of days. When I tore apart the tank trying to catch the dotty back, I didn't see the goby or the shrimp under the rocks. When I lifted them out, I didn't see them. I haven't heard the pistol shrimp snapping. I haven't seen the goby out getting food when I feed. So I know those things can kind of disappear. Like in my dad's tank, we had a yellow watchman who we thought was dead for like 4 months, and then one day we just saw him in the back of the tank, and then this tank's only a 40-gallon, but I know, like I said, those types of like gobies and especially the pistol shrimp can just disappear, but I think they're both gone, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's just part of owning a reef tank. I mean, the firefish, that was my fault. I introduced that aggressive fish into a pretty small tank with docile fish. Like, but before I added the dotty back, this tank was completely peaceful. I had absolutely no aggression. My clownfish would spawn. They spawned a couple times. They actually spawned a third time, and then like a couple days later, their eggs were on the rock, and they scraped them off and ate them or something. I'm not really sure what they did, but I came home and the eggs weren't there. I don't know if the dotty back was being aggressive and they aborted the eggs or something. I just don't know. So I think that dotty back was causing some trouble and just throwing off the whole balance of the tank. So yeah, he had to go. But now I'm down to 3 fish. Like I showed you earlier, my perculas. I love these guys. These guys are very beautiful. Like I said, they've been spawning for me a couple times. I actually want to try to breed them. I have a couple of tanks I could set up to raise the fry and and put a little tile or a little pot in there for them to breed it in. So that, stay tuned for that. That may or may not be happening. I do want to try it though. I'm just a little put off about raising live food for the babies, but I'm getting off topic. Enough about clownfish. How about the coral? The coral hasn't seemed to do too bad after, because I pulled out this rock, pulled out that arch, and I pulled out this rock with the acan on it, and hasn't seemed to be any real negative consequences from that, except for this acan right here. I don't know if you guys can see right there. A couple heads have died. I am not sure why. Who knows? I mean, it could have been that an emerald crab picking at it. Maybe, I don't know. I just took it out of the water, and then I noticed the heads were like, some of the heads lost some tissue, and I'm not sure why. But besides that, I don't think anything else that's really bad happened. I know it's not my parameters. I did a full sweep, tested all my parameters, and air salinity. I tested my nutrients such as alkalinity, calcium, magnesium. I tested it all, and all checked out. So I'm not really sure what did that. I mean, it stopped losing tissue, which is good because I really nice blue coral. But yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes things happen in reef tank, and I just don't know. Like, we just don't know. But the other corals, like the acropora, the strawberry shortcake, it's doing good. I'm getting pretty good growth. I'm pretty happy with the growth. I wish the color doesn't have that pink. You know, strawberry shortcakes. I know I run my lights probably wider than most people do. I like the natural look. I like being able to see the fish and not just look brown. You know how fish always kind of look brown under, like, worldwide corals light. I call it like Windex blue. Worldwide corals always runs their lights very blue. But if you like it like that, by all means go for it. I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Blue lights or white lights. Let me know. But the strawberry shortcake, it's looking all right. Like I said, the pink isn't really there. I have that PC rainbow. It's looking better. It's just because I run white lights. I think if I cranked up the blue, I would get better, like, fluorescent color. But I like the natural look, as I've been going on and on about. But yeah, I think that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. It helps the channel. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.